All right, we're back. Had some technical difficulties, but we're back. We're gonna get Glitzy in the room. Continue the conversation. Hopefully, our connection will be better now, so that we can complete this interview. It's one I've been looking forward to. Um, Accomplished young man. Can't say nothing bad about their brother. He's doing what he has to do, and he's making it happen for him. Love to see us winning. He's in the room. We gonna bring him.
Yeah,
Yo, what's going on, fam?
I'm back at the crib. It's gonna work now. We good.
Oh, yeah, we good. We good. We good. All right. All right. So we left off with I asked you your message. What message do you look to deliver with your music? That's where we got cut off.
Yeah, to break people from depression and to show them life could be as easy as to make money for your peoples. Enjoy life. Live stress free, you feel me? And stay away from negative energy. And,
Okay. Okay. And
and as far as the lit music you'll hear, that's just for the drill Chicago wave.
yeah, and a lot of people who make music don't really, like it's hard for an artist, right? Because you can speak to that. Because let's be honest, the streaming platforms rob the artist of their money. It robs you of your art, robs you of your work, and
Facts.
it ain't cheap to make music. Like studio time is expensive. I don't know the particulars of it, but I have a few friends that are producers, and it's money. Like they cut them breaks, but it's money, time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do all this hard work and you put all this hard work into it, and then the streaming service takes the money, like essentially, because now there's no way for the money to return to the artist. It don't add up how they do it.
Facts.
I really wish Prince, God rest his soul, was still alive, because he was a really smart business person when it came to music, owning the royalties to his music and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
I say that to say a lot of artists don't want to put in the time, the effort, the heart, and the soul to do that, because it's given away for free. Depression, anxiety, and mental health are very important in this day and age, and I think it's something that that we all have to take seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know, if you had one goal that you
What story,
wanted
man?
to accomplish with your music, what would it be?
One goal.
Like if you wanted
Yeah.
to have the greatest album ever, you want
I,
to
w-
sell out Madison Square Garden. One goal, anything
I
at all.
wanna I wanna sell out the biggest show in the USA. That's my goal.
Biggest show.
That's something crazy too.
Listen, listen.
But look, whatever you speak comes to truth. You feel me?
Yeah,
And at the same time, one thing I learned, we don't just have these ideas in our head to be considered crazy. We have the ideas because God puts it there to show you anything is possible if you walk with Him.
absolutely, absolutely. And you can definitely make it through with God. Um, my relationship with him is a little temperamental at the moment, but he definitely delivers for you when you need him.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to transition into the acting, because that seems to be where right now the core of what you're doing is. I remember when we had the brief discussion a couple weeks ago, you said you took an acting class or an acting tryout to start acting.
I was inside a acting class at the Goodman Theater, one of the biggest film theaters downtown.
Okay.
So yeah, I was doing a class, then I did a play for them, and after I did the play, I got some headshots, and that's when submitted it to the agencies and got into like the TV shows.
Okay. So, so was it like once you started doing that, was it natural for you, or did
Yeah,
you have to like okay
I
because
felt
you said it?
I felt like my family gave me the confidence to know that I had the looks to fully be able to pull off the modeling or had the energy to run to acting, had the enlightenment to run to comedy, play basketball, you know, anything. I mean, the sky is the limit. That's what I was taught. So I really ran it up in all categories. So they say I'm a triple threat because I'm an actor, artist, and a model, but it's kind of bigger than the triple threat. You feel me? Because I feel like if we all really lock in with ourselves and focus, you can do anything. So we're all threats.
Absolutely. Like you can't be a one trick pony.
Word.
It, like I was talking to my mom a couple weeks ago. Now, podcasting's still kind of new to me. Like I do a sports show on Mondays. I've been doing that for like a year and some change. Hasn't taken off the way I really wanted to, but it's getting there. I just have to put more work into it to really get it to where I need it to go. But this particular platform, where I've put a lot of time, energy, and I've even invested. I don't have my backdrop up, but I have a backdrop. And things of that nature. I'm trying to take ownership of the name. It's this is new, but I do photography. I'm an ordained minister. Um, I got a vision board. It's right here now, so I don't board. This is like everything. I know you can't read it because it's small. This is everything I've set out to do. So like I got the photography here, the podcasting which I'm doing. You know the I'm looking on trying to go to barber school, start
Mm,
a clothing line. I've taken a security class. So I've done a lot of things, and I'm still adding on to that. So I want to become a purpose coach
yeah.
and things of that nature. So like the confidence for you to do all that is within you, it's within your soul, and it's by your means. This is what you're here to do is to share that gift with the world. My mom thinks I'm doing too much, but listen, I ain't gotta do. Listen, no matter how much you do, how much you getting paid, times is rough.
Amen.
Times is rough, and everything is
Hey.
expensive. So I can only imagine. I'm sure Chicago's is another expensive city like New York is.
Nah, y'all a little bit more expensive, but we got some stuff
I
that's
would
expensive.
taxes is second to none. The only one that beats us is California when it comes to taxes. But like in terms of the everyday materials, that stuff's the same price.
Yeah.
Milk bread and eggs. You go get milk bread and eggs, it's like $12.
Yeah.
So you took the lessons and you go to classes, and then um, TV shows. So what was your first role that you got? Like your first acting role?
Um, was a Chicago PD feature. Um, you could kind of look into that. It's in my highlights, but I
Okay.
kind of described it. It was we were inside this fire truck academy program, and I was young back then, so they kind of gave me like full camera time of me like practicing learning how to become a fireman. But my next episode, when I got older, it was a me feature of me dying.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's like, it's basically to just show like I guess they did that type of episode just to show that the youth, if you don't stop before it's too late and you enjoy too much, this can end up happening, you know? Because in that scene, I was just hanging around the wrong person, so one thing led to another. It wasn't, the bullet was never meant for me type shit. It was meant for, you feel me, the opposite person.
Now I have to know.
James Clishy, bro.
I
Huh?
have to know because I got some underlying questions about acting, right? Because like certain things, like if you're a kid and you see someone get shot, and then you try to explain to the kid that they're not dead, right? Like kids don't my kids they understand it but they don't get it. So I want to understand how a scene like that works. Seriously, like
Okay,
when you
I
know
got
you're
you.
gonna die, like how does that like everything, like if they shoot you, like it looks real on the TV. I gotta understand this. I've always wanted to understand this.
I got you. Alright, so basically, they they find a spot in your head. They use like some makeup and some paint, and they make like a deep hole, create a hole, and they put little fake red paint to make it look like blood and stuff coming out. Now, then they'll place you in your spot. They don't never actually show somebody shooting you. They just show after the fact. So you
Right.
won't really see the transition. It do take a lot. And the bad thing about that, when I went through that, is they couldn't really get it out because they had to glue it in. They couldn't get it out. So they had to cut my hair off that day.
Oh,
Yeah. Like they was trying to pull it out to pull a thing out. Wasn't coming out. They was like, either we gonna use scissors or we gonna use a razor. I said, use the razor.
yeah, yeah. Seriously, just cut the hair off. Because
Yeah.
I never understood. Like I remember one time, right? And I know we're gonna we're kind of transitioning to this. This is why I'm gonna use this as an example. Is the original Power? Have you watched the whole? You've watched the whole thing, I assume, right? All 6 seasons of the original Power. Season?
Mm,
No.
somewhat. Not all of
Okay.
them, but
Okay.
I'm.
Well, in season 6, there's a
Uh,
there's a time where Tommy and Ghost are trying to kill each other, like, but they just don't. Like, you knew they weren't going to, right? So it's early in the season, like episode 6. Ghost had a lawyer. His name was Proctor, Joseph Proctor, fan favorite of the show. He came in, I think, season 2. He was like a recurring character from seasons 2 to 6. So
mm-hmm.
Tariq lets Tommy in the back door of the penthouse. Proctor was hiding, and he shot him. Like he shot the whole penthouse up. It was nuts, crazy scene. And then he hides in a room, and then when he shoots him, he was like, "This ain't over." And then Tommy says, "For you, it is." And he shoots him all in his chest. How do they? How? What's the line when they do something like that?
You said what's the line?
So meaning like, like is it like rubber bullets,
Oh,
or something
oh
like
yeah,
that?
yeah. They
I
never.
probably said the wrong word. But what's the process? There we go. That they utilize
Okay.
that.
So yeah, we never use anything that can possibly hurt anybody on set. So yes, BB guns. Like, but it's not. Nothing comes out. They probably add the sound effects and add a bullet that looks like it comes out, but it's you can't really. Yeah, they don't do that. They don't allow anybody to get injured.
Right.
So
Yeah,
everything is definitely a prop.
yeah, no. It's insane. It's kind of like, like you always like I'm a big wrestling fan, right? So growing up as a kid, you think it's real when you're like 6, or and then like when you grow up, you're like kayfabe's broken, and now like all these things, it's just like, oh, okay, that's kind of sad. So, but I just really had to understand that because that's always something I wondered. Like and it's crazy because it's just like even still when you're doing certain like acting, like take Martin for example, right? He played multiple characters, and just filming the scenes again and again and again and again and again. Um, Much respect to you and what you do because people think acting is easy, and
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure it's not. It's like certain people can do it flawlessly, like your Denzel, your Jamie Foxx, your Will Smith. You
Even
know,
I say it like this, even the biggest ones had to go through a tough time to get to where they wanted. So
absolutely,
it's all a process. The main goal is to just stay focused.
exactly. So, were you nervous, like when you started acting? Were you excited, happy? Like, what were some of the emotions that you had in the beginning when you started acting and started getting roles, I should say?
I think I was meant for it. I always wanted to be on the big screen, so I kind of adapted to it.
You adapted to it and very, very well.
Within the first day, yeah, like if you just gotta have that star presence, like you want to be a star, so live it to your fullest extent.
Well, you want to come up in somewhere like you own the room. You know, I'm a firm believer in, especially now, that when you are when you're when when you want to do something, you have to come to the table. You have to sometimes create your own table, or you have to invite yourself into a room where you weren't there. Like right now, I'm with this podcast. I'm trying to create opportunities. I'm finding people who are connected, who can help me get to the next level. You got to be full for it. Slight Dub Wayne Head says, and you have to really create that opportunity. And when you get one, you can't miss. Can't miss. And it looks like for you, from the outside looking in, looking at this and what you've done and accomplished so far, um, you know, you really know what you're doing. You know,
Yes.
which bring which brings me to, I gotta know. I know you're in Chicago, but man, how'd you get in these powerhouse shows? How'd you get on the Shy? How'd you get on Power Book 4? Tell me, and I'm a fan. Like, and I gotta stop being an interviewer for a moment and be a fan because I gotta know what the cast is like a little bit. I gotta
Yeah.
know what the cast is like. But yeah, explain to me how you got onto these shows, man.
I got into through a casting agency. I was just submitting, like, get a haircut, submit headshots and shit. Then, like, a casting agency just went ahead and picked it up. And, like, from there, feel me, just kept going, kept getting on different shows and different movies. So that's, it wasn't too hard to figure it out. Like I told you, it's really, you gotta really focus and lock in. Like, really gotta focus and lock in. Distance yourself and understand the game. Like it's a game.
Right,
It's a game. It's like a video game. Unlock the next level.
right. Now I'm gonna start with the Shy. This season, the Shy was nothing short of amazing. 16 episodes.
Mm.
And I hope everyone who's watching this or has watched this back, I'm about to give y'all a spoiler. I was very upset that my guy died. I don't care what no one says. Duda was required for the show. Required. Like he was necessary, right?
Yeah, that's true. They did them bogus.
So, when you're looking at this and you're looking at scripts and stuff and characters know you or whomever else, they know they're gonna die. Like, what's that kind of like? You know what I mean? Like, and it's more hurtful for I seem like characters who've been on shows a long time. Like if you do like 6 seasons on a show and then like you're gonna die, it's like, oh damn, and the show's not in. Like it's one thing if the show's ending. All right, I wish I could have stayed to the end, but but what's that like?
To die off a show.
Right. Like what's your mental state like if you've been on the show for however long,
Oh, for a
or
long time and
yeah,
then you die.
yeah, or even
Uh,
if a few episodes, is it like, damn, like this is it, why am I dying?
I mean, mom, I know it's a feature, so you'll get paid more one.
Yeah.
But I know my how I think is every. I mean, one day everything comes to an end. So if that tends to happen, then you just got to start looking for the next show. But look, you should already be prepared. When you get with one show, you should already be looking for the next. So when that one stops filming, you can already be on the next. Cause nothing films forever. Like when the season's done, it takes a few months before they start filming. So so
Right.
imagine you didn't save none of the checks. You'll be broke for a few months.
Right. Because yeah, it's gonna be a little minute because the writers got to get back in the room, and then they got to get in there and they got to put the scripts together, and then they got to get the scripts to the actors and the actresses and the producers and the directors. Y'all got to
Yeah.
review the scripts, memorize the lines. Um, like it. There's a lot of steps, and you know, and depending on what it is, like I remember watching an interview with Ice T, and I'm SVU. That's the ultimate comfort show. He was saying that this was around. He was on Drink Champs. This was like during COVID, so like production was shut down for a lot of shows, right? And he was saying how it took them 8 days to film one episode. Is that like an estimate for each show, or is that like, or does it depend on the show?
Depend on the show.
Because that's a lot. That's a long time. 8
Yeah.
days. I mean, I guess it's a long time, but it's kind of quick too. Like that's almost an episode a week,
Facts.
right?
Definitely, yeah.
So, and I'm also mad. One more thing about the show. I'm also mad Kevin left. That was some BS too.
Yeah.
I get it. He leaves there, and then the next week he's Kel's son in Good Burger too. I'm like, what? What? So,
Nah.
oh, hold up. Da, 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 da. So, being on these shows, and I've also heard you've gotten into another show, one of my favorites. Um, I hear you're trying to, or maybe appearing on The Godfather of Harlem.
Yeah.
So, I gotta know if you could tell me, because this show takes forever to film, come out with seasons. When is filming starting? Is there anything on when they're gonna start shooting this show? Because season 3 ended with a bang. They got to come out swinging for this one.
They come out swinging.
What you
No
saying?
problem.
Nothing.
Nah. Say it again. I was texting my peoples.
Oh no, you good? I said, is there any word on when they could potentially start filming the 4th season? This show be taking a year off in between each season. They take forever with this show. Season 3 ended with a bang.
Talking about
Season 4,
Godfather, right?
yes.
Dang, see. I mean, I know you're not Vlad TV and you're not Adam 22, but if I answer that, I know for a fact I can get in trouble.
Well, don't answer it.
The paperwork, yeah.
Don't answer it.
But that is a
Just
good
okay.
question, though.
Listen. That's part of the job, right?
Yeah.
That's part of the job. All right, I'm gonna rephrase it. I'm gonna phrase it to a point where you don't directly answer it,
To the
but you
to that show, but in general.
yes, it's just generally. It's a general question about it. Can you say it's coming within the near future?
Within the like within this year?
Yes.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Okay. Listen, I just needed leeway. I don't want to get you in trouble. That's the last thing we trying to do on these you know, because I
Hey,
don't
hey,
want to go.
I've been waiting for it just like you though. I actually watch it. I watch
Now you in it, right?
it.
You know, I don't want to go viral for the wrong reasons, right? Like viral's good, but not for getting the artist in trouble. Like that's not the reason I
You'll
want to
catch
go
us on
viral.
the shade
Yeah,
room, man.
yeah, you know, Charlemagne will be talking about us. Like, yeah, this guy from upstate New York just threw him under the bus. Like, oh man,
Yeah, out of there.
you know, again, I'll be canceled faster than Tommy cancels Christmas on someone on Power.
Man, there you go. Right phrases with it.
You know it. So, have obviously the answer to this is kind of yes, but has the time on these shows and the shows you've done so far opened up the door for um, more opportunities for you?
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, no, I mean,
It put you around the right people. Upgrade your money, upgrade your fan base. Any businesses that they got, they'll try to get you to work a brand ambassador for their business. So it's like black people helping black people. It don't get no better than that. Tell you.
absolutely. You know, if one of us win, we all win. I don't know if you're familiar.
Facts.
I don't know if you're familiar with Partisan Fontaine. Do you know who that is?
Nah.
So he's a rapper. He kind of like I would say you and him have like a comparison, like in the way you rap, like your rhyme scheme and stuff like that. But he's right from where I'm from. Like I'm in Middletown, New York, but I live. I'm from a city called Newburgh, New York, which is like 20 minutes from where I'm at. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's from there, and like you know, he was when we were in high school. He was a basketball player, and like he decided like he had a scholarship and everything. Then he just decided he didn't want to play basketball. Like he was good too. He's like parties like 6'1", you know. He was really good, and then he's like, nah, I don't play basketball. I'm gonna be a rapper. We're all kind of like looking at him like, bro, like I had never heard him rap, and then all of a sudden, like he was doing it, and then like he was getting traction really fast, and now like he's doing his thing for sure, and now he
Yeah.
just announced today he got casted in Power Book 3 in Raising Canaan, so you'll see him around shortly enough, but he you know he's
Hey,
big time.
hey, shout out to him, man. Keep doing your thing.
You know that that's all you can do. That's all you can do. So, out of everything you've been in so far, what's your favorite role that you've casted?
Uh, Power.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You got another one or two that's really up there that was like you like, man, I'm glad I did this.
Uh, this uh this Netflix series we working on right now, and it's this other movie that I'm a main character in. It's about me. It's called The Book of Revelations. About an artist uh who's on a grinding stage, and the storyline is, will he let the demons in his head lead him down the wrong path, for the angels in his head lead him down the right path? So I think those two It's definitely top notch.
AR says Disney movie.
Yeah, I'm in a Disney movie too called After Christmas.
Is that coming out around Christmas, I would assume?
Crazy thing is out.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, I definitely
okay,
got. I gotta make a rerun. I want to watch it again.
okay. I assume it's on the Jesus, what is it? The Disney, the app, whatever it is, Disney Plus. There we go.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember what it was called. My kids use it all the time, and I just okay. So you really are making waves, and you're making your runs and your rounds through the entertainment industry. That's phenomenal. That's a lot going on. But I have to know with all these working projects and all these pieces, I have to know what is a schedule like because like okay, take Forrest Whitaker for example, right? He was on Empire before he started The Godfather of Harlem. He knew he couldn't do both, so they killed him off of Empire so he could pay attention to that show. Great move. So if you're working on all these projects, what is your schedule like? I mean, we we had to reschedule this interview a couple times. I'm just glad we finally got to do it. But what is your schedule like? Because that's like 3 projects. On top of that, you made an album in between all this.
The crazy thing, I'm actually see. I was on set today, so I mean, luckily I didn't miss this one. But I am back on set tomorrow and Thursday. So I mean, usually when I'm not on set, I just go right to the studio, try to make some music. Cause I mean, it's not really about the money; it's about the talent. Like if you really, I mean, not the talent; it's about the craft. If you really enjoy the craft, then you gonna forever do it. You feel me? So it's like the money gonna naturally attract itself and come to you. So I feel like I try to stay so busy to the point where I'm just not in the crib. I'm not at home. I'm working. You feel me?
Yeah.
Think about it. You're not working a 9 to 5. You a hustler. If you're a hustler, you have to work all day, every day, not just
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and the other thing is you got to get to a point. He said, "Turn on the lights." You got to get to a point where okay, I, here's my goal personally. Listen, bro, I don't rap, I don't act, I don't sing, I talk. Right? I'm a talker.
Right.
All right, that's why I do a podcast. This is my gift. This is my talent. Is talking and talking to people. You
Right.
want to get I want to get to a point where like yeah I'll be doing face to face, but I want to get to a point where my media personality, like I'm a big fan of Stephen A. Smith. I want to get to a point where me as a media personality will put me in other rooms and put me in other endeavors where I can make money without my face or my voice, or
Right.
because like I heard something before. It's like you want to get to a point where your money's making money for you. If I had to do the show, I had to do the show to get the money, right?
Fact.
So I want to get the money and not do the show. But ironically, it's funny. I heard 50 Cent say that. He so he goes, yeah, he goes. I had to do the show to get the money. But now you have this, and this. I don't have to do the show to get the money. Money just comes to me. So that's what it's about in that regard. But what you're putting first is your talent because you want to utilize your talent to eventually get to that money. But you also enjoy what you're doing. So if so is that what you're more geared towards? Because we've seen a lot of rappers slash actors or rappers turned actor. Like, like you look at people laugh at this example, but Will Smith. Will Smith is a rapper and an actor, and he's just gotten back into music, and I think he's doing a pretty good job considering where who he is and what he's been through. You look at Ice Cube, gangster rapper turned actor. Like People see, if you're a kid and you see him in Are We There Yet? You mean people wouldn't believe he was Doughboy in Boys in the Hood 30 years ago. you know, so like people wouldn't believe like he's a, and then before that they wouldn't believe he's a gangster rapper. Like
Mm.
like they people wouldn't believe like the FBI was after him and the NWA.
Yeah.
So the question is, which lane are you gearing more towards? The acting lane or the music lane?
Yeah. Wait, I can't do both.
Well, no,
Are
no,
you
no,
asking
no,
what's my? You asking what do I want to be the strongest?
no. I'm not saying you can't do both because people have done it both. But if like you might get to a point where, let's just say, your acting takes off. Is that the direction? Like if you got to that point, is that the direction you'd want to go, or would you rather go to the music if that took off? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't do both because you are obviously multi-talented, but
Uh,
sometimes these people, Ice Cube picked a lane, right?
hey, from what
After
I
Rock.
heard, I'm gonna be real. From what I heard about the music, from what I've heard about the music industry, it'll definitely be acting, bro. It's, I mean, it's a lot that go on, but my talent, regardless. So it's like shit.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. It's I look at it like I listen to a lot of different artists, a lot of local people around here, and they put out their music, and it's just hard. It's hard to get it really to pop because, like you said, the industry is designed for them to make all the money off the back of the artist. It's not for you to be paid for your art because in order for you to really make money off it, you got to do a bunch of shows. Got to go on tour. Like hell, why do you think Taylor Swift's been on tour for like a year and a half? Like she's yo, and but look, you go. I was listening on the radio. They said that it was cheaper to buy a ticket to go to Paris and watch her there than it was to watch her in the United States. Make that
Yeah.
make sense.
I can easily make that make sense because if you leave out of the United States, most of the places you go to outside of the U.S., it's always cheaper than the U.S. They think, bro, every place outside of the U.S., they think $20 is a lot. Wow, we need to go over there.
but
our rent is 1,000. They rent 25 cents. Like,
you
yo.
you ain't lying, bro. And then on top of that, this is the only country where you have to have a job. Like you know what I'm saying? Like bro, you gotta have an actual job. You gotta pay for your benefits.
Mhm.
Like you go to another country, all that stuff is free. Like you know,
Well, you get an LLC. That's what my manager told you. But that's if you got the mindset to just build your own business at the time. You feel me? Take a
getting there.
little funding, but it's definitely worth it because I will say you do get access to business credit. A
And
large
it's
amount, not just 100, 500. Nah, it starts at 10 to 50,000. So it's just a good thing to be able business credit.
you can claim that on your taxes.
Mm.
You know,
Write off cars, write off houses on the LLC. It's a lot.
so I meant to ask this for the track. Well, actually, I'll save that because we got to talk about your album. I'll save that question for that. But we're still on the acting. If you could work with, give me three actors or actresses. If you could work with them, you would love to work with them on a movie, on a project. Any three that you can think of that you would love to do a movie or a series with of some sort.
Ke- Kevin Hart, Lala, and uh, Jake from The Shy.
Okay, okay. And that's and that's you're saying you would because I'm sure with obviously Jake from the Shy and
Lala, she played in the Shy too, but
Lala, you've
she was
probably
on BMF.
crossed paths with those two.
Yeah, no, I already crossed paths with Jake and Lala, but I haven't got on. I haven't done anything like
On
with
set
them.
with them.
Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely another person. What's the dude name from BMF? Lil Meech. Yeah,
Oh, Mitch. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. Listen. The sky's the limit for you. The sky's the limit. So we kind of touched on this. What's we touched on what's coming up currently, so to speak. But for you, as a goal, speaking into existence, young buck, it's coming. The
appreciate
music mommy said.
that. Appreciate.
So we've spoken about what's coming in the immediate future, what's on the pipeline, but I want to know what your envisionment is next with your acting. Like, like you're getting a lot of you're trending in the right direction, but for you, what's the next like thing you want to go to in your career?
Want to do lots of Netflix films, but
Okay.
the challenge me and my manager took on was not just doing Netflix films, but getting our music in every film we get into in the future. So it's
Mm.
like basically, if anybody want to put me and my manager in a contract for any type of film, we're not accepting it unless it's sync placement willing to be involved. They'll work the percentages out, but you know.
So when you say that, you're saying that that point is that when they do the contract, you want your music in the film they want you to be in.
Absolutely,
Oh,
sure. They could choose
that's
between us. They could choose the song, but it has to be one of my songs on the TV show or movie.
that's smart. That's very, very, very smart
That mean in
marketing.
the future, even if Power want to rebook me, yeah, yeah,
Okay, I, you know, I think that's that's wise because now, like, if you watch a movie, like, okay, take for example the point I made earlier. I'll utilize Queen Latifah in this instance. Queen Latifah is primarily now an actress, right? She and a host. She don't make music like that. So my kids were shocked when they found out what she was a rapper slash singer slash spoken word poet, right? So when you look at it and you think about that and where she is and how she came through, you're bridging that same kind of gap because now it's like a marketing tool because now people are going to see you because it's like right now your acting is really going up, right? Your stock. So they're going to watch this film and hear that song and they're going to be like, "Damn, who's that? Who's that on the track?" And they're going to be like, "Oh, shit. The nigga in the film, that's his song." And then boom, they're going to Spotify. They're going to Apple Music. They're going anywhere they can to find your music because now you've trapped them in. So that's a very smart marketing tool, is to do that.
or
You know,
what?
so I don't know if that was your idea or your manager's, but hell, it's a good one. It's a good one. So I want I want to touch the modeling a little bit. So when I was setting up this for this interview, um, you know, bro, I'm not gonna lie, you kind of good at that modeling thing too.
Appreciate
um,
that.
no doubt. So when when you look at that, how did that start? Like, was that was this that in the midst of the music, as well as the acting, or was that before? Because I went through, got a lot of modeling shots for
Yeah,
sure.
it was actually in the middle of it. I decided to do all three. But I had one day, it was downtown, and I was a part of a modeling uh fashion show, meaning where you walk the stage with females and stuff in designer clothes. So I did that, and then I decided I didn't want to walk the runway no more. So I changed it into just like start working out. Then I changed it into just like a shirtless model. Cause I don't know if you know, but you probably seen it. You go in the malls and you go to Times Square, you'll see lots of big old uh, big old posters and stuff of people representing certain underwear companies, Ethica. It can be anything, but 9 times out of 10 they had their shirt off as a cassette sales. You feel me? So I'm
Of
just
course,
following the protocol. I'm with it.
right. Well, because ultimately, let's not let's call it for what it is. Sex is gonna sell. Don't matter if what it is. It's gonna don't matter. It's gonna sell, and people are going to watch, or see, or listen to that kind of that kind of that kind of material. That's what's gonna sell. So I can understand that. What kind? So have you just done photo shoots, or have you done like runways or any kind of shows with the modeling as well? Been in any magazines?
Yeah, I done been in 2 magazines for my photo shoots.
Okay.
I done only one runway, and the rest was just photo shoots. But I was mainly doing like photo shoots in like different clothes and stuff, and then just went outside the box and was like, you work out, you slim fit guy. Just you feel me? Got the chest
Yeah.
tattoo. If you got a chest tattoo, sometimes you just want to show it. So I just like showing the tattoos, and you can't fully show the full arm tattoo with a shirt on. So I do check shots.
Well, you got to keep them. You got to keep them. You got to keep them wondering as
Yeah.
well. You got to keep them wondering as well. Because if you give them the shirt off right away, it's like, all right. But if you like just show a little peek and then give it to them, it's like, yeah, that's how the women are, man. That's how they are. It's the same thing like men. Like you get a little peek and then you take it all off. Yeah, you're like, oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, the right way, the right way.
Did you have any influences for modeling, or was it just like I had another guest on here, same thing. She's kind of like you, just she takes pictures. She has her own like media service. She's got her own clothing line. I think she does all this different stuff, and then like she just said, "Oh, I'm gonna model," and then like was naturally phenomenal at it. Like not even good, not great, just phenomenal. Like, but she said she just decided she wanted to do it. There were no influences. Was that kind of the same thing for you? Did you just say, "All right, let's give it a shot," or were you influenced by, or did you have a modeling influence of some sort?
I never wanted to get in the wrong way. I got put into it. I was actually trying to just model for designer, designer companies and upcoming clothing brands, so I could just do photo shoots in different people's brands and help them grow their page with the connections that I personally have inside the entertainment business. But as far as what paid at the moment, that runway was one of the ones. Like you making thousands of dollars, you better walk that damn stage.
Well, and
That's how it was told to me, but that's not how I looked at it. Cause like I told you, I wanted to be an actor, artist, and model my own free form of modeling. But sometimes you have to play the game in order to get to your own. You feel me?
got to play the game to win the game.
Shit like that.
you know. And I think, and I think the other thing is modeling on a runway is a lot of work, right? Because think about it. Well, you've done it. You don't really have to think about it. But for the audience who hasn't done that, you got to think about it, right? You go, you get there, you go to the dressing room, and this is all things I've seen in movies, but I'm sure it's pretty much the same. It's kind of chaotic. You got a bunch of people in the room. You got producers saying you got to go here, you got to go there, you got to go there, and then on top of all that madness, you have to go out, and if you're going out, you have to make sure you get your cues right, make sure you turn a certain amount of time, make sure that you know that you hit everything that you're supposed to be doing when you're supposed to be doing it. And then if you have to model more than one outfit or shirt or whatever, what have you, then it's like, okay, you got 3.5 minutes to go to the back, change, and get back in your spot. So it's a lot of madness, and a lot of people who aren't pursuing modeling as their full time passion don't want to go through all that madness.
But you, but
Like,
you know why I don't consider it madness?
why
Cause
is that?
my artist name Glitzy. But if you look at my Instagram name, it say active. The reason why I don't consider it madness is because I'm young, full of energy, and I'm active. So that means like, even if I do gotta go film or do this modeling thing at 1 in the morning, and we doing it all night, and then be on set, then be in the studio, then get a call, come back, try this outfit on for the next modeling thing tomorrow. I'm with it. It's beautiful to get to go outside and travel every single day on business. But the thing is, like you said at the beginning of the interview, it's definitely hard to do without a budget. So everybody, y'all gotta make sure y'all save up and invest while you can. Don't go out and blow it. It's not worth it, types. You know.
Well, you ultimately also want to invest because you look at it like this, okay? When when you go out, right,
Okay.
and you take a job or you do whatever. Let's say you decide, like you someone comes to you with a idea, and they say, all right, we want you to do X, Y, and Z, but you got to invest $1,000. Just use a small number,
They want to
but
be there. You said they'll help you if you invest in $1,000.
well, no. What I'm saying is, let's say you have an opportunity to like invest in something, right? And you know you can do this. Let's say it's clothing line, right? And it's like, okay, you invest 1,000, we'll come up with a design, a logo, and then your payout can, let's just be like, over the course of the first year, 100,000 or
Hard
50,000.
work pays off.
You have to take that to your point. You and the point of view what you just said about having the money, referring to what I said in the beginning, is that if you invest in yourself, you got an opportunity to win. But
Right.
it's all about not being afraid of the risk to get to the reward. That, that's the key element for it.
Sure.
But
Sure.
being you have all these hats, I have to know, and I'm going to read this exactly as I have it written. As a man of many hats and talent, how do you find time to do it all? Which you kind of already answered. But most importantly, bro, when the hell do you sleep?
Hey,
Like, because listen, people, I am all for the entrepreneur thing. I'm with it in a little bit of different form than you, because you do so much stuff. But damn, man, if I don't sleep, I am not a happy person. So when
I
the
don't.
hell do you sleep?
I don't really. I don't really know what that is, but I take like a nap around like probably 3:30 in the morning or 4 in the morning, and then get up at like what 7, go on set or go to the studio. You know, Cause it's so many. I be thinking, bro. I'm stressing because it's so many. It's so much money in this world. Like, why sleep? It's so much, bro. And once you really figure out the cheat code, this not GTA, but if you figure out like the codes to how to get it and how to make it legally, like it's beautiful. Once you know you can do it on the phone, you just gonna be on the phone.
Yeah,
Just like how you doing the podcast stuff. You got the YouTube, you got the Instagram, all that's monetizable. So
it's you listen. You got to start somewhere, and
mhm.
I'm hoping one day, a couple years from now, I'll be somewhere with some network or something or some show, and you'll be a guest talking about the lead role in the next movie, and we gonna refer back to this beginning.
All right, let's give it a year. We refer back in a year.
We're gonna make it
I
happen.
ain't even gonna tell myself 2-3 years because I know how much energy I got to push out. So just say a year.
Hey, I'm I'm with it. I'm with it. You know,
Yes, sir.
you know. So now I want to get into what you got coming up, and I want to start with I seen a trailer of you recently of I believe the show, is it a show Selfish?
Yeah, TV series for Netflix.
Okay, okay. So man, from what you can explain, tell me what's the plot of this show and the basis of what it's about.
Dang, I really can't even get into that either. Because we literally just signed the contract and just started filming it. So only the most important stuff I can say that is what you see in the everyday life of teens, black teens, and like us adults, us young adults, us partying, us turning up, trust issues. I will name some things in there that might catch your eye. Instead of an officer killing a black man, how do you know a black man might not kill an officer?
Okay,
And besides
okay.
that, another thing I can say is everybody needs to wear protection. If not, you'll see what happens inside the TV series.
And will that be released within the year?
Oh, definitely this year for sure.
Okay, okay. So how did you get involved with this one?
My
Same
boy,
thing.
my brother Ralph, definitely decided to come through and put me in, and definitely got to give all props to him. I'm gonna make sure I send you his Instagram. You could tag him.
Okay,
Definitely a cool dude. Introduced me to it. Listened to my music. Told me he liked my music. Asked me could he put it in the film. So when he actually came down to the city and he told me it was time to film, we filmed that exact day. We got a lot done. He made the trailer the exact day we was done filming, so I knew that he had a different type of work ethic and he didn't come to play. So
had a different level of energy.
yeah,
Like I always say, no hustle, no progress.
there you go.
So you are you're the main character in this series,
Yeah.
and this is going to be like a mini series. If you can, I don't know if you can say that, or is it going to be something we could see a second season of?
No, you definitely gonna see the second. We already got the second season written.
Okay,
What he does, we haven't started filming it, but we working on it first.
okay, okay, okay. So you definitely Netflix is great with that stuff. They just really taking it. They're taking the streaming world by storm. You know, they're showing NFL games. They're about to have WWE on there. They're showing they were show the Tyson Paul fight that we were supposed to get last week. So we're going into a direction where I give it 5 years. I think cable television will be gone.
Mm.
I think it will be gone, or it'll be very minimal from what we have now. You still have regular TV, but it's definitely starting to veer away from that.
Indeed.
So, last topic, and then I end each episode with a positive ending message. But I saved your album for the last topic, and I have to say, based on, like I said, I've heard like the first three songs, but based, it's titled "Hungry." It seems to be very aggressive, but not bad aggressive. Like, there's substance in what you're saying. Because, like, for me, I'm very, when it comes to like hip hop music and rap music, I'm like very picky. Like, my friends hate how picky I am because, like me, I listen to lyrics. So, like, if your lyrics aren't good, you're trash to me. That's just how it is. Like, like if your lyrics aren't good or you're not talking about anything, like you ain't gonna ever catch me listening to like Takashi 6ix9ine, um, oh gosh, or Ice Spice, or like I'm just trying to think of like some other, like me, I'm from an era where like Nas, Jay Z, like I was called old for liking Nas a couple months ago. I'm still not over it. Old because I like Nas, but I don't like Meg Thee Stallion. I don't think her lyrics are good. That's just my opinion. Other people have different opinions, right? But I listen to Nas, Jay. I was a big pop guy, Biggie. Now it's J. Cole, it's Kendrick Lamar. Like that's the realm. Like just I like lyrical people. But there's definitely substance in what you say. So was that really your message to kind of take a more aggressive turn with this album, or because you said before it was about depression, anxiety, that's what you really wanted to have people like message wise. But what
Oh
was
yeah,
your
the depression and anxiety. That's my message in general as a whole,
okay?
but not for that album. That album, the message was me letting off stress, anger, and a side of energy that people don't know me as. You feel me? Sometimes you tend to keep things in the dark, not words, but energy. So sometimes you just gotta release it and let people kind of see another side to see that you know how to turn the heat up if you need to.
Right. Well, the other thing is and this is not an awkward question, but it's something that I think you'll like this question. How do you balance, right? You just said you wanted this people to see who you are with this album. How do you balance being on set all day, being someone you're not in an acting role, to going and being about the music where you want people to see who you are? So, and then the thing is, you have to spend that whole day being someone you're not. You're a character in a script, right? Character on a screen, you know? So, like,
Yeah.
because, and this is just my opinion, I think when you're doing your music, you have to have a mindset, right? And it's the same thing when you're on set. You got to have a mindset. You have to believe, like, this is who you are. Like, some actors really act like that character the whole time so they can stay in that. So, like, yeah, like, that's, is that tough to really differentiate and go back and forth, or?
Yeah, because you can't keep. It's like your music. You may make like the album I just made. Then now you gotta go on set and be. How do I put it? Average Joe.
Yeah,
you can't. You're not supposed to bring your jury. They can't call you Glitzy. They gotta call you by your first name. So it's like everything different. It's a different world. I will say the Shy is lit. The Shy is the first show I worked on that actually approached me by my rap name. Like they don't. It's not. Oh, how you doing? It's oh, what's up, Glitzy? How you feel me? Um,
Right.
Power a few episodes. Few of the workers that work with the director, they didn't call me by my actual music name also. So that's just motivating me to let me know it's people that's the right people is listening.
Right. Well, and because like I noticed in the trailer, Glitzy's what came up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know: is there a difference between Corey Campbell and Glitzy? Like, is it like an alter ego, or is it? It could be the same person. Glitzy can just be a stage name or a rap name, or however you want to.
Yeah, Glizzy is just the stage name, but I also think Glizzy is is the other side of how do I like I said as far as the energy, Corey don't present himself with that energy. That's really Glitzy on the type of level like you can't stand in my way, but if you do, you get moved around. You feel me? Like you can't stop the beast.
Yeah,
Glitzy is the beast.
absolutely. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened.
Nah, that last word was epic. Glitzy is the beast.
Yo, I was just like, dang, he hit me with the mic drop. I was like, I was like, he decided the interview's over.
Nah, I definitely got kicked out.
Yeah, no, you're good. I thought your phone died. That's
Uh,
what I thought happened.
nah, I got
That
you. I'm on the charger. We definitely good.
that happened to me one interview. Like we literally, I had one question left. Phone died. Phone died, and I'm like, and then I waited like a couple minutes to see if she would come back. She didn't come back, but someone in the audience, I don't know if it was her boyfriend or whatever, said, "Hey, she said this. She apologized." I'm like, "We just did a 2-hour podcast. What's she apologizing for? She gave me plenty of time."
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always, because sometimes, you really have to be really be in a mental mindset to do a lot of things. Like even if, like me, I work in a warehouse, right? Like, that's my normal job, right? So like for me, I gotta really like every morning, I gotta be in like a certain mindset. Like, all right, this sucks. But I gotta this is how I make my money. So this is what I gotta do right now till I don't got to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The other question I wanted to ask was a music question that I saved because I had it in here earlier. Same thing I asked you with the acting. 3 rappers you would love to collaborate with. Actually, give me 3 actors, right, or 3 rappers, and give me 3 R&B singers who you'd like to collaborate with as well. Could be anyone.
Yeah, R&B is crazy. I don't even know. Uh, artist, artist, Baby Money. Uh, what's his name? It's definitely they. You talk about people that's already made Baby
It,
Money.
it listen, it can be whoever you want. It can be your best friend who's lived next to you for 10 years.
I I want to do an album with Baby Money, album with Lil Baby, and album with 10K Kobe.
Okay, okay. No, never know in this industry, in that industry, you can definitely make it happen. But one thing, and this is just like me. Like, listen, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm an interviewer. I'm a podcaster. But before I'm all that, I'm a fan. Like everyone I
Right.
bring on here, I'm a fan of theirs, and then not just a fan of whatever they're doing, but a fan of their hustle, their loyalty, and their dedication to what they do in their craft. Because that's a job in itself, right? Well, you know, so um, just an idea. This is just an idea. You know what I miss, and I know you're like a lot younger than me, but back in the day, and I'm sure you know, your parents probably even told you, movies had soundtracks. Now, movies still have soundtracks, but they ain't the same, bro. Like these artists were putting album quality music on these soundtracks. Nutty Professor soundtrack, Soul Food soundtrack, Rush Hour soundtrack, Rush Hour 2 soundtrack. Like I felt like I was like getting a paid mixtape
Yeah.
on the road when you're negotiating these deals. You want your music in there, right? What
Mm-hmm.
one thing you can consider is negotiating doing a soundtrack for the project.
Mm. So smart.
That way you're hitting them triple because now they watch the film, they hear right, they see you. Oh, okay. They hear the song. Who's that? And like I said, oh, that's him on the screen. And then you at in the credits or however they want to do it or when they're promoting it, you say like what you hear on here. Now, go check out Glitzy, do the soundtrack, and you do.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now you got them like mind fucked in a sense because now you got them. They see you in the physical sense. They hear you. So now they see you on the screen as whoever, but now they get to know you the person. And then what you do is then you take I don't know how like it works with streaming, but
Mm-hmm.
you put your handles for your Instagram, your Facebook, or whatever else within the music, and boom, they start following you. I mean, just an idea.
Yeah. Nah,
Just
I'm definitely gonna lock that in. I won't forget that one.
that and that way, you want to grow, and I want to see you keep growing. You know, um, as an artist, as an actor. If you're gonna model, grow there too. I think you should even down the line consider your own clothing line, man. Because whatever you put your mind to, it seems like you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it well. And your money may not be the motive, but I know you making it doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know you making it doing it. It may not be the motivation, but you're making it doing it.
Yeah.
So also tell everyone who's watching this now or who's watching it back where they can find you, on what social media sites, handles, and all that.
Uh, my name Glitzy, Glitzy. You can find me on all music platforms under that. With Symphonic and Sony. As far as the Instagram name, y'all see it. Glitzy active. Stay active. As far as Snapchat, y'all want to see some unreleased content you never seen on Snapchat? Glitzy active. Cause like we stay. I'm verified on Snap. We stay active. We stay lit. And we stay promoting. And we stay chasing this money. That's exactly what I'm finna do after the interview. That's what y'all should do. Stay close. Stay close to the family. Stay inspired by who inspire you. Meaning, it might not always be somebody older than you. You could be calling the little people around you big bro because they might have a smart mindset. Pay attention. Lots of the smaller kids having old souls nowadays, man.
Mm-hmm.
So just I say y'all continue to gain knowledge and continue to focus on yourself. Stay around positive energy, and allow yourself to be around places where people accept you. Feel me? Enjoy life.
Wow. I didn't even have to tell him it was positive ending message time. He knew it. Listen, bro, this has been an honor. We have each other's numbers. We got to stay in touch for sure. I hope I hope you'll return. I have another show in the works called Mike's Music Corner. That
Mm.
show will be primarily based around music. I would like the ideas for artists to come, bring me music. We play the song, or, like I said, I'm pretty sure, if not your episode, the next episode, which is Thursday night, will be the last episode on this platform. Yes, I think I'm going to just go for it. I'm just gonna go for it, and we're gonna start streaming on StreamYard as soon as next week. I think we're just gonna do it. Why
Yes,
not, right?
sir. Let's
Why
do
not? Just do it. That's how I
it.
started this
Soon as,
podcast, my
as
friend.
soon as you started, you're gonna see how many of the people around you just start promoting it and start pushing it, because we just doing interviews with you. That don't mean we see you doing something else that we fall back. You feel me? It means, if anything, we uplift our black brothers around us. You feel me? So we could all succeed. Cause somebody got to be the winner.
And we want that to be us. So I want to thank you for coming on this show. I want to thank Around Revenue, also AR, who, funny story about him, real quick. Like, so how we met was on Bigo Live, right? So my friend in Brianna Cologne in this area, she's our local R&B artist, also known as Andromeda. She put me on to this app. All right, cool. I start checking it out. I'm digging it. And then she introduces me to AR. I'm like, all right, cool, cool. So we're talking one day. Me and him are on Bigo, just kind of chatting it up. We were actually talking about you, as a matter of fact. Where he was like, you should interview my artist. And like, I'm just meeting him, so I'm kind of like thinking like, he's pulling my leg. Like, I'm like, what I'm saying? Like, this is BS, right?
Yeah.
So whatever. I give everyone an opportunity until they do me dirty. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking, we're going back and forth, and it was me, him, and Niasia talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well, you can go on the show. Will you go on hers?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, let's do it. I'm cool." So then he goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I noticed like his area code's the same as my area code, right?" I'm like,
Mm.
"Huh?" And I'm like, "All right." I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, I kind of live close to you." Or, or he said, "Oh, I probably live somewhere you know." And I said, "Oh, word?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm in Middletown." I'm like, "No, you're not." He said, "Yeah, right over here on the Walk side." I'm like, "Bro, I'm right on the other side of Middletown. Literally, his house, to get to his house where he is, it's like 10 minutes, if that."
Dang.
So it's just like, so I said, "I've never seen you, never talked to you, nothing. But I meet you on this app where there's probably millions, maybe even billions of people utilizing this app, and I meet you on here and you live 5 miles away. Make that make fucking sense."
Everything happened for a reason.
Like, listen, so he's doing his thing, you're doing yours. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, finally making this happen. He said you would be free tonight. I said, you know what? Usually I like to promote my episodes. I said, screw it. I ain't promote nothing. Just do it. Just do
Yep.
it. Just
Just, hey,
they
Nike.
knew it was supposed to come at some point.
Yep.
So
Just like Nike. Just do it.
just do it. So I appreciate you for coming on, taking time. I know you want to get on the phone, make that
Oh,
money.
wait. Let me tell you one more thing before you end it. The
What's
crazy thing that you said, that you keep saying, just do it on this live. If you
right?
go look at the album that I just dropped, it's a song on there called "Do It." It's literally a song on there
Oh,
called "Do
I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish that album. Definitely. Probably not tonight, but definitely tomorrow on the way into work.
Copy.
No,
Appreciate that.
no doubt. So I want to thank you, thank AR, and I want to thank everyone who's watched this so far, who supported this, who's come on. You are all the MVPs of this. Look out for the Honest Hour merchandise coming very soon. Trying to line my ducks up here. Look out, Nerd Camp is Monday nights. Merch coming for that. We're all over. I got another clothing line coming too. We're gonna hit on all cylinders. Glitzy, appreciate you, bro. Much love. Congratulations. Keep having all the success. We're gonna stay in touch. That's all for tonight. I'll be back Thursday on 8 p.m. with Sig Trez Daddy. I know him as LT. Please follow Glitzy on everything. Check out everything he's going to be in and listen to his music all on Apple Music and Spotify. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you on Thursday. Peace.